Recipe number 2 is teriyaki pork loin. I love this. This was in one of my cookbooks. And this includes soy sauce. So I'm gonna do 1/3 cup. I really was trying to use as much of those ingredients from Costco as I could while varying the flavor and the taste. I know a lot of people think crock-pot recipes are mushy, they're bland, they all taste the same. I've heard it all. Is that you? Is that your partner, your kids? I get it. And I think the problem is there are a lot of bad recipes out there. Like, I hate to say that, but I've tried recipes on Pinterest, I've tried recipes on Instagram that were like total flops. So that's why I am bringing recipes to you today that are delicious, that I know you're going to love, because I want every single one you make to be a hit so that you make more. And that after the very first one, you're just so excited to keep going. Now I'm gonna add some water. I'm gonna add 2/3 cup to each bag. I don't normally add water to my meals, but it cuts down the sodium in the soy sauce. It also adds enough liquid that you could make this in your Instant Pot if you want. Every recipe has crock pot instructions, Instant Pot instructions. I even have grill instructions on our next recipe I'll show you. So lots and lots of options for how to cook these meals. All right, we added our water. Now we need ketchup, 2 tablespoons. Grab my tablespoon. What I love about making these meals at one time is you're only cleaning up once. So you're only going to have to put away the ingredients once. You only have to wash your cutting board once. You only have to put your teaspoon and tablespoon and measuring cup in the dishwasher once. It's really easy cleanup, but the fact that you're only doing it one time is a huge time saver as well. You're not cooking dinner and there's less cleanup. Adding this to each bag. Oh, sorry about that. This ketchup is noisy. Try and do it slower. There we go. And then I have to add some white vinegar. Okay, tablespoon of white vinegar. I will tell you, this is actually my second Costco class. I taught a class about Costco recipes over a year ago. It was my most popular class ever. Over 100,000 people have watched it. Maybe, is that you? Have you watched it before? It's a really good one. And I thought, you know what? We're doing another Costco class. People love Costco. Let's make some more meals. So I went back to Costco with the idea that I just wanted to look and see what they had and then pick like new recipes that really took advantage of their bulk ingredients, recipes that were tried and true, that I loved, that have been featured on my membership site. I have over 20 cookbooks at this point. Like, I mean, really, I told you this changed my life, but it changed my life in so many ways because I started sharing my recipes on my blog at the time. And what I found is it wasn't just me who had no time and was stressed. It's everybody. Everyone was feeling the same way. And people said, Kelly, more recipes, more recipes. So it became a full-time job for me, my husband. I wrote 20 cookbooks. We sold over $1 million in copies. Like, it just blew up. We had a viral blog post years ago that I think over 8 million people read. Like, that's like real viral, you know? And I just appreciated that encouragement. And I appreciate your encouragement too for being here today. For all the people who are already our members, thank you. I appreciate you more than you will ever know. We have, I think, about over 50,000 members now. And for the people who maybe saw a video of me on Facebook, on Instagram, making these meals and thought, hey, I'll give it a shot. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for giving it a shot. I hope I make all your dreams come true. I hope you realize that these meals are really going to work for you and they're going to be delicious. I put the light brown sugar in here. This is the only recipe that includes any type of sugar. I don't use a lot of sugar in my recipes. I want them to be super healthy, but I find this teriyaki pork loin needs a little sweetness. So I added 1/4 cup. I'm okay with that. So each bag will have 6 servings. You're not even going to eat all of the liquid and the juice that's served with it. So like really the amount of sugar that you would end up eating is very minimal. My member site does have like full nutritional info if you needed that, but I think it's worth it in this recipe. It just makes it so good. And then we need to add our seasonings, which are onion powder, garlic powder, and ground ginger. So I mixed that up ahead of time so that I could just add it to the bag. And I'm just gonna measure that out. And it really is just a very, very flavorful dish. This is one I'm excited to eat again. And it's really, really good seasoning too. Like I was smelling this, like maybe that's weird. I was smelling this when I was prepping it. It smells so good. The ginger in it is awesome. You're gonna love this recipe. And what I was thinking when I picked these recipes is I wanted to make sure that I had a variety of tastes, of textures, of influences. So today we have like American influences, Asian, Mexican. I wanted you to be able to eat these meals in the same week if you wanted to. So what I would do is I would make these, so prep all 12, maybe eat one of each next week if you want. Take 4 nights off and just make 4. There's enough variety there, and you can like vary the side dishes or put some kind of topping on that's crunchy or whatever. And then over the next 3 months, you can eat the other bags. So you're not eating these every night. I know there's 3 of each, but we're just using up those Costco ingredients. You're not going to be eating the same thing every night for dinner. That is all we need for these. We're going to move on to recipe number 3, but just pointing out again, we're going to vary the side dishes. Every recipe has a suggested side dish. They're not going to be mushy. You're going to have different texture. Maybe add some rice with this teriyaki pork loin. I would do steamed broccoli. So simple. I use my little rice cooker from Amazon. I steam some broccoli because most of my kids will eat broccoli, which is a win. And then it's a really simple dinner. I wanted to tell you that some people had left comments of this on my member site. So I picked my favorites. Robin said, I made this last night for dinner. My family loved it. Woo! And Karina said, made this last night for the first time. It was so full of flavor, so tender. Even my 2 picky grandchildren loved it. I love the simple but healthy recipes. Me too. Anyone else? Simple and healthy? Yes, right? So I appreciate you. Anyone who's left comments, thank you. I do read your comments and I love them and they just motivate me to keep going. And I think they help other members too because they can read them before trying a new recipe on my site. So